So from that, so let's move on to the commonly like easily usable free digital tools. It's not that are not available, but we may not be using it regularly. So to start with, like if you have some deadlines or timelines through which you have to complete these things, maybe if it is months later, you can use this schedule send in the Gmail. You can send an email to yourself or to your co-authors or your teammates, so that at that particular point of time you may not remember that, but you will find a mail in the inbox saying that so this is your deadline. So this is a simple hack that you can do in your day-to-day basis. Even for other things in life, you can use this schedule send of Gmail. And see, the Google has Google Sheets, Google Docs, and Google Slides. Even this presentation I'm making through Google Slides. So these are of course, many of you might be knowing, but for those who don't know, these are Microsoft alternatives to Microsoft Word and Excel and PowerPoint. So the advantage of this is like you can collaborate with your co-authors, and you will have previous versions stored online, so that you will never miss your data. So you can collaborate with co-authors. You have mobile apps, so whenever you want, you can read and revise, and you can share the link with your guides, so that it need not be personal meeting. They can remotely give comments, and they can edit the content. So simultaneously, multiple people can edit this. So article writing, rather than in MS Word, you can preferably do in Google Docs. And in a similar way, the Google Sheets is the alternative to Excel sheet. So like here, if you see, there are comment section. So in that, like once you coherently arrange the journals one by one, so then it is easy for you to read later. And while writing discussion part, it will be easy for you, rather than searching pile of downloaded printed papers. So here, if you see in the right hand side, I have this Chrome extensions. So Google Scholar extension, Zotero extension, SCI HUB, and some dictionary and Grammarly. These extensions come handy while writing this manuscripts. There is one other thing called Google Alerts in Google Scholar. So if you find some particular article like relevant to your topic, you can find the author, and you can have alert for that particular author. So whenever that author publishes a new article, or you can have keyword alerts for your topic, so that whenever a new publication comes in that area, you will be alerted, so that you will stay updated till you complete your thesis writing or publication, whatever. So this is another useful free tool available by Google. And as I told earlier, we have to log in to the Google or PubMed, so that our data will be stored. Search history will be stored. But here there is something called Google Library, My Library in Google Scholar. So for instance, if you find some article good, so you can save it then and there. So that will automatically get saved into your My Library, so that you can find that in your My Library when you come later. In My Library, you can create multiple folders. Or if you do 4 or 5 researchers simultaneously, you can have folders for each, and you can store your data in various folders. So the same work will be done by referencing managers as well. But this is like whenever you search, you can directly save it in Google as well. Or if you feel if only one place you want to have is referencing manager like Mendeley or Zotero, then that's equally fine. So this is the WhatsApp group, like only Dr. Neeraj has told this in one of the Ortho TV webinars. Like you can create a WhatsApp group with yourself and one of your friend, and then later you can delete him, so that it will be a solo group for yourself. So whatever relevant topics or images or some PDFs which you find relevant to your topic, you can send to that group. So that will be your thesis group or some thesis article group. So it will be easy for you to do this chat search at a later date. It is kind of organizing photos and documents in one place for thesis for later referencing. And Grammarly, like we see a lot of ads in YouTube and other things. Grammarly is a free tool for if you want to use it for spelling check, it is a free tool. If you want to use for plagiarism check and advanced level, you have to pay some 10,000 per year. Well, for at least for grammar and spelling check, it works excellently. So everybody should have this for your Google Docs, or this Chrome extension is available even for separately for Word also. It comes add-ons are there. Well, for full text, we may not, those who are not in institutions which and those who does not have access to the publications. So SCI HUB has this Chrome extension. So with this URLs or DOIs, you can, or even with links, URL links, you can search. Similarly, for SCI HUB, there is LiveGen. LiveGen is for PDFs. Springer textbooks or older textbooks are available, and full text PDFs are available. Or if you have access to university library, that's well and good. Or you can ask one of your friends abroad to give you the full text article. Well, this is another one called the mind map or mind node. So when you gather information together, and if you want to like assemble them, this mind node is like arranging your thought process in a single page. So you can branch it out to multiple headings, and in that multiple headings, you can branch it out further. So if you want to add anything, you can add at any point of time. And if you want to mix both the previous two branches together, it is possible. So like for any presentation, so this one is for related to some meniscal repair for a presentation. I initially made some side headings, and from there I made the subheadings, and so on and so forth. So hence, like it makes you in like as you think, you can make your thought process into digital format. So this will be helpful for you in your thesis writing as well, I believe. So whenever you find things relevant to you, you can make this mind map, because if you write in a Google like in a document form, it is difficult for you to insert at a later stage. It will look a bit like clumsy. But here it will be a bit separated, and visually it is better for you. You can use MindNode in this is for Mac, and for Windows there are mind map and free map. The multiple things are available. And the most important thing every student must have is a referencing manager. It can be either Mendeley or EndNote, or personally I use Zotero for several years. It's very helpful for me. It can be added as an extension. So if you find any article or anything which you search in internet, you can save it to your folder. You will find multiple folders. So in that you can create multiple folders, and whichever folder is opened in your Zotero, when you save it, it will get automatically saved into the opened folder. So it can be opened in the Zotero folder as well. Also in online also you can find it. So the beauty of Zotero is, you need not, for referencing, you need not write the name of the author, a title, and the year of publication by yourself. It will automatically extract metadata from your content, and it will be easy for you while writing your thesis. Whenever you add an additional reference, you need not change the reference number. Zotero will automatically change your references. So this is how Zotero will look in Word. So these are the important tools which I think will be useful for postgraduate students while they embark their journey in thesis writing. So to conclude, review of literature is an important part for clinical practice as well as the research. We should focus to get information from the scholarly articles, and there is a 5-step process, starting from defining the research question and gathering information from the internet or from the textbooks. You can use Boolean operators and citation managers to use Google to save the articles. So organize the data using this like spreadsheets or mind notes, and summarize and critically analyze all the articles, and also begin write-up. So in the next presentation, I will be talking about how generally we write journals from the heading till the conclusion. In each subheading, what is expected from by the editors and reviewers. So this is all for this literature review topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Venkatesh. I think so. It was so elusive talk. So I was just imagining about the researchers around 3 decades ago, where these all digital things were not there. Only the library was there, and how they used to access all these information, and they have done the research is really a thing to ponder. because now you have shown so many gadgets, so many tools, which by sitting in one place we can do all these things. So thank you for this great information, how to do a literature search and how to use the PubMed and various tools. I think so we can take the questions at the end, and we'll move to, you can unshare.